This is Martin DeBourge with the Throwback Metal Show. I'm here at NAMM 2015, and I just ran into Deke Hardwick from Mindcage. And I say I ran into him, but actually I didn't. He kind of did a little guitar work for us last night at the Cantation Show, which I am officially extending thanks to. Thank you for doing that. Deke, say hello.
Hey, how's it going, all you metalheads? Great honor to jam with you guys.
Very cool. Thank you for that. You know, when you guys showed up to our show last year at Malone's as well, I mean, you and I, it turns out we had a history. We were doing some MySpace interaction back when MySpace was relevant. And I think you had something going on before Mindcage, didn't you? What was going on there?
Well, weren't you a member of the Perpetual Motion community?
That does sound very familiar. I think I was.
I think you were. I think that's, back in the 90s when kind of the grunge wave hit. And the metal community used to be all divided, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was just like we had to come together and find some common ground, because it was like, hey man, if you do thrash, that's your thing. I'm into Priest or whatever, you know. So I'm glad that today it's the genres are all, the metal genre is all clean together like a big family, and it's passed on to generations. I really think it's going to be remembered. You know, the 80s was maybe going to be remembered like the classical era, you know.
Sure.
Those are the giants that walked the earth, you know, Black Sabbath, Priest, Rush. Yep.
Right. I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I think it's no small effort towards that entire thing to credit guys like yourself and guys that say, hey, you know, it's not just about me, it's about pushing forward a community of us, you know, to get that heard. And I mean, you're right, this is a time like no other.
Well, if something clings to your soul like this, you know, and you find these bonds with people over music can be so powerful, you know, there's got to be something there, you know, worth carrying the torch for.
Right.
And I think that's what we're doing. Even though the audio industry has been utterly decimated, we are, you know, finding ways, trying to reinvent our industry, basically, and keep the torch alive, keep the vibe for music, independent music alive, you know.
Very cool. So let's talk about Mindcage a little bit. I know there's a little bit of a lull, getting some things done, but what's the status? What are we doing?
Well, it's always the story, you know, in the independent game, and especially here in the United States, where you're kind of limited at what you can do professionally. If you're trying to do music as a living, it's difficult. So we've all got livelihoods to support, and it takes time to put your heart into a creative effort and do it right. And let it catch fire. And you don't want to contrive that. So that's what we've been doing, is kind of a winding down from the last album, and we do have a solid pre-production album ready to go. So we'll be hopefully getting busy with breathing some life into that really soon.
So very cool. It's by no stretch of the means dead then.
Pardon me?
It's by no stretch of the means dead. Mindcage is still going.
Oh, no way. We're not going away. We're doing some other projects, you know. It's always fun, but like we just participated in your project, and that was exciting. I think that's what we all need to be doing.
Sure. Lending a hand to each other. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I think speaking of NAMM, I think you did a little NAMM piece with Mindcage. Was that your last show there that you did in Nashville?
Yeah, we did a showcase in Nashville, Summer NAMM. It was very exciting for us. We've never played like an event tied to NAMM before.
Yeah.
Very cool. Michael Wagner was there, who mixed our record and produced the vocals and lead guitar, and it was phenomenal, you know, to have our friends come from all the surrounding states, not just to go to NAMM, but to see our showcase. That was a really great thing.
And just to back up a little bit, we're talking about the Michael Wagner.
The Michael Wagner, yes.
Nice.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, right.
He does exist. He's alive and well and still cranking out incredible music.
Yeah. Now, in that experience with Michael, I mean, did he take on a producer role from time to time, or was he strictly just mixing it and making it sound badass?
Well, in the case of our album, I already had a lot of the groundwork laid and a good handle on where I wanted to go, since it was a concept album. So I took the producer role and went in with pretty much finished tracks, except for embellishments and lead guitars and vocals. And those things Michael Wagner actively produced.
Nice.
And if it wasn't for him, you know, he was able to bring our very complex music into a cohesive, accessible form, and it just sounds better and better the louder you turn it up. It's not all compressed.
Right, right.
He was just brilliant to work.
Well, that's very cool. That's one of the beauties of working with a guy who knows what the hell he's doing, right? So I know that we spin Mindcage on Throwback Metal Show, and we'll spinning a little bit more after this interview segment. And I just asked that when the new shit comes out, keep us in the loop. We'll be happy to play it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thanks for your time, Deke.
You got it, man.